last class hybrid. Next one, last class continuation, cyclic inheritance. Concept of inherit or access the properties from class into subclass and vice versa. The concept of inherit or access or acquire the properties from superclass into subclass and vice versa. Okay. Class name X, observing very clearly def m1 m1 class y, my y class is extending by X class. M2 M3. Now Z1 equal to Z class Z1 dot M1 Z1 dot M2 Z1 dot M3. Just observing, this is a which type of inheritance? Multi-level inheritance. Observing, now this is my X class. Our Y class is extending by this is my Z class. My Z class is extending by which class? Y class. Now cyclic inheritance means the concept of inherit the properties from superclass into subclass, and vice versa means again subclass into superclass. It's called cyclic inheritance. Right. Completed. You are observing very clearly, our Python program always executes starting from first statement of the program. Whenever control go to the statement, here we are using one class. What is that class? Z class. We cannot defining Z class. Here directly I am using the Z class. In that situation, we will get the one message Z class is not defined. Whenever control go to this statement, then only Z class is defined. But without defining Z class, I am trying to using Z class into our X class. Python, we cannot achieve cyclic inheritance. Completed. Next one, polymorphism. Poly means many. Morphism means form. Poly means many. Morphism means forms. Generally, polymorphism means we can define one name in many forms. Generally, polymorphism means we can define one name in many forms. Next one, the concept of defining multiple logics or functionalities. The concept of defining multiple logics or functionalities to perform a single action or operation. Okay, observing very clearly, the polymorphism can be categorized into two types. One is called static polymorphism, second one dynamic polymorphism. Static polymorphism is also known as a compile time polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism is also nothing but a runtime polymorphism. Static polymorphism example, method overloading concept. Dynamic polymorphism example is method overriding. Next one, the polymorphism can be categorized into two types. Static or compile time polymorphism. Second one, dynamic or runtime polymorphism. Static and dynamic. Okay, static polymorphism, best example, method overloading. Method overriding. Next heading, method of overloading. The concept of defining multiple methods with the same name but different number of parameters within the same class is known as a method overloading. The concept of defining multiple methods with the same name but a different number of parameters within the same class. Class. Here I am defining M1 method. Defining one more method with the same name. T1 equal to test class T1.n1. Now observing very clearly, method overloading means the concept of defining multiple methods. Multiple methods means class contains more than one method. Here three methods I am defining. With these three methods having the same name M1, 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 but different number of parameters. Here one parameter, here two parameters, here three parameters. This concept is nothing but a method overloading. Now T1.m1, now then immediately we'll get the error message. Because whenever we can defining multiple methods with the same name, our Python interpreter to recognizing only last method. Which method we can defining as a last method, only that method is understanding. These two methods are not understanding. Now, if you want to execute in this method, compulsory we are passing a value and a b value. That is the error message. Missing two required position arguments, a and b. T1.m1 of I am passing 4. In that case also we'll get the error message. T1.m1 of 4, 5. Now it is executed. Completed. The second example. What is the output? Okay, our interpreter understanding only this method. This method don't require any explicit parameters. But here we are passing two values. In that case also we are getting error message. Now in that case it is executed. Now print hi message. To write this completed. Python don't supporting method of overloading concept because we can define multiple methods with the same name, a different number of parameters. Our Python interpreter recognize recent last defined method only. Python don't supporting method overloading concept because we can define multiple methods with the same name but different number of parameters. In that case, our Python interpreter to recognize recent or last defined method only. Next one, constructor overloading. The concept of defining multiple constructors, same name, and a different number of parameters. Within the same class. As a constructor overload. The concept of defining multiple constructors with the same name but different number of parameters within the same class is known as a constructor overload. In Python, we can define the constructor bundle in it. Okay, observing very clearly, at the time of creating an object, constructor is executed. But which constructor is recognizing? Our interpreter understanding only this constructor. Okay, at the time of creating this constructor, executing class object, this constructor is executed internally. Whenever this constructor is executed, we are passing A and B values. But here we are not passing any values to this constructor. Now, get the error message. Okay, the constructor will be executed at the time of creating an object. Don't call this constructor by explicitly. Next one, T1 equal to test class. In that case, we will get the error message. T1 equal to completed. Next one, method overriding. The concept of defining multiple methods with the same name and same number of parameters. We can define one method per class and another method in subclass. As a method overriding. The concept of defining multiple methods with the same name and the same number of parameters, but we can define one method in superclass and another method in subclass is known as a method overriding. We are observing very clearly. I'm taking as a class. Now test class, I am defining one method, m1 of self. Now observing very clearly. Now I'm taking as a class demo. My demo class is extending by test class. Okay, already in test class, one method is defining. Same method we are defining into here. Just a print statement I am changing. Okay, the concept of defining multiple methods with the same name and same number of parameters, but we can defining one method in superclass, another method in subclass. D1 equal to demo class, D1 dot M1. We are observing very clearly. Whenever we are calling M1 method, which class object I am created? Demo class. First to go to which one? Our current class object. What is the current class? Demo class. In the demo class, M1 is available. Now this logic is executed. This logic is not executed. By default, method overriding by default subclass method logic only executed. In method overriding, by default subclass method logic only executed. Next point, if we want to execute the superclass methods, in that case we can call super function. Completed. Okay, first one test class is executed. Next control go to the statement. This is a which statement? Method definition. Then immediately control will go to demo class. Now control go to the statement. This is a which statement? M1 definition again. Control go to the statement. This is a which statement? Object creation statement. Internally one object is created. Next one, this is a which statement? M1 calling. Okay, control will go to where? Our subclass method definition. Now our method logic is executed. Now this is a which statement? M1 calling statement. Which M1? Superclass of this particular demo class. Now what is the superclass of demo class? What is the superclass of demo class? This is a subclass, this is a superclass. Now test class. Control will go to test class M1 definition. Now this logic is executed. Hi message is printed. After printing the hi message, control will go to from here to here. Next control will go to from here to here. And stop the execution. That is the execution. Now observing very clearly. Now I'm taking as one more class. Completed. Now observing very clearly. Now I'm calling d1.m1. Now control will go to which class M1 method? Our demo class M1 method. Now here I'm calling super of M1. But our demo class contains two super classes. One is called test class, second one is called base class. Now which class method is executed? First priority from left to right, which class is the first occurrence? Already we will discussing MRO concept. In the go to first priority test class. In the test class M1 method is available. Now that logic is executed. Otherwise go to base class. Our test class M1 logic is available. That's why hi message is printed. Next hello message is printed. Or suppose here I'm using base on a test. Now first one, I am calling d1.m1. Control go to this definition. Now super.m1. Now my demo class contains two superclasses. One is called base, second one test. Which is the highest priority? Base class. Go to base class. Here m1 method is available or not available. If it is available, now this logic is executing. Shiva, next one, hello message you are getting. Next one, constructor overriding. The concept of defining multiple constructors. The concept of defining multiple constructors, the same name, same number of parameters, but we can define one constructor in one class. It means one constructor in superclass, another constructor in
Hello, sir. Sir, hello.
subclass. This is known as a constructor overriding. The concept of defining multiple constructors with the same name and the same number of parameters, but we can define one constructor in superclass and another constructor in subclass. Is known as a constructor override. As test class, I am defining one constructor under init. Class demo. My demo class is extending by test class. Print I am in demo class constructor. Now I am creating a demo class object. Okay. Observing very clearly, the constructor will be executed at the time of creating an object. Now, which class constructor is executed? Here I am creating which class object? Demo class. First priority, the current class object. Now here I am creating demo class object. That's why demo class constructor logic only executed. For suppose I want to executing super class constructor. In that situation, we are using super function.
Sir, what is the advantage what is the advantage of this overriding in Python?
Okay, we can achieve the dynamic polymorphism by using method overriding concept. Okay, already some classes contain some methods. Same method if you want to using into your class, simply you can extending that class, that method we are using. Okay, here I am creating manually test class. For suppose if you want to writing the test cases, unit testing, how to writing the unit test cases, compulsory our class is extending by test case class. Your unit test case example is over. Unit testing. Okay, in that unit testing, how to create a unit test case methods? Our class compulsory extending by which class? In the unit test module, test case is a one class is available. Okay, then only that methods are act as a test case methods. Otherwise, that methods act as a normal methods. Same like at the time of discussing multi-threading, if you want to defining any logic as a thread, already run method is available. Just that run method overriding into our class. Okay, this is our sample, our own class. Next, one more example. Okay, observing very clearly method overriding in the sense, for suppose I want to performing one operation, that operation is nothing but a deposit operation. Okay, how to performing the deposit operation? By using different concepts. Directly by using cash. This is a one logic. Method is deposit, but internally deposit I am implemented cash. Next, second option, check. Okay, next one, okay, mobile banking or net banking. Next one, third party payment gateways. Observing very clearly, method name is common, but internally each and every method I have implemented different logics. That concept is nothing but a method overriding. The concept of defining multiple methods with the same name. Okay, but one method represented in one class, another method represented in another class, but each and every method having different logics. But finally, to performing one same functionality. What is the functionality? Deposit functionality. I've taken as a class X, don't defining anything, simply one empty class I am created, class Y, pass, class Z. Now I am creating a Y class instance, Y. Now I want to check whether print is instance of Y1 comma X. I want to check Y1 is a instance of X class or not. Okay, Y1 is a which class instance? Y class, but internally our Y class is extending by which class? X class. That means Y1 is also a instance of X class also. Now return true. Print of is instance of Y1 comma Z. Okay, here there is no relation between Y class and Z class. Now Y1 is not an instance of Z class. Print of is instance of Y1 comma Y. Now true or false? I want to check whether Y1 is the instance of Y class or not. Y1 is a instance of Y class. Next one, printf is a subclass of y comma x. Now I want to check y is a subclass of x class. Printf is subclass of z comma x. Right. Are working with is instance and is subclass functions. Functions. Working with is instance and is subclass functions. Completed. Okay, next class we will starting data abstraction.